we march out for battle against these invading heathens. Look at the grand towers of this army that comes to take our city from us. We shall not let them. Prepare for battle! Welcome back, everyone. We are back on Total War Attila. And we have got another 12 AD match here. This is a 4 versus 4 in-house match from the Dragon Core Discord. And this has been a while since we did this battle. I am in this battle somewhere. I'll show you here in a minute. But like I said, it has been a little while, so I don't really remember what happens in this fight, which is nice because I don't like knowing what happens. Got some cavalry coming in. Rajput, I believe this is the Gurid Sultanate, being commanded by Grey Wolf. Now the other attackers, I believe this is me over here. Yes, I am Norway. Aha, yes, Norway. Next to me, we have got, I think this is Bulgaria, or is it Trebizond? No, this is Trebizond, being commanded by Titirand. And then this is Bulgaria, being commanded by Dave the Vassal. Now, for the defenders, we have got Switzerland, being commanded by Pozgwen. Now, the person with the units outside the wall seems to be Pozgwen. We have the Rajput cavalry trying to get rid of these swordsmen, these late medium melee infantry swords. What else do we have for the defenders? We have got it's a lot of Swiss. Everybody look at it. Swiss. Holy Roman Empire being commanded by Derifama. We have got, it's hard to find, no, this is Holy Roman Empire. This is the Teutonic Order, Teutonic Order being commanded by Black Knight. And then the final person is somewhere. That's one thing I hate about the later Total Wars after Rome 2 is that they get rid of the faction flags on top of the units, so it's really hard to tell who is who and where they are. Here we go, Austria here being commanded by Billy Blazes. Like I said, this is a 4v4, obviously, taking place on the settlement of Dublin. The way this one looks to be going is, so we have a basically full frontal attack on this direction here. I apologize, I don't have paints on Attila because the trick to make it work on Rome doesn't work on Attila. Makes your game crash all the time, which sucks. But the routes into the settlement, or further into the settlement, I guess I should say, you have the left direction. So this doesn't go anywhere. This is a just a little pocket here that you can't go in or out. Well, you can go in or out right here, but you can't go any further in or out further back. The real, actual avenue through is actually through here. I believe you can go down this way and down there, and you can come across here down the center, as well as you have the center avenue with a few connecting streets here. This is a just kind of little, looping street right here that continues along the wall. Then on the right, you have the third prong here. I guess that you could technically call it 4. You have one on this hill, on this left-hand hill, and one on the right-hand hill. So, as of right now, I believe we, as the attackers, are just kind of destroying towers and probably getting ready to take down some walls. That is the big downside to Attila, is a lot of time gets wasted because you really only have one actually decent unit that can take down walls or towers, and that is a Great Bombard, but they are kind of slow. The nice thing is they do take down towers in one hit, but the walls, I think, take 4 hits. Typically, we create a rule that says you can't, as the defenders, you cannot target the Great Bombard, because, to be perfectly honest with you, it pretty much makes the game unfair if the attackers lose that unit. They literally think about playing a city settlement on Rome with no tortoises, and all you can bring is one artillery. See what I'm saying? That is what you would have at this point. No Great Bombard and no artillery, and no tortoises, no way to get through, like to create holes in the wall. The only way in would be to land on the settlement walls. It's a death trap. You would just die a horrific, terrible. See, look what happens here. Obviously this is only one unit, but still, you get on these walls and you just get annihilated by archers and everything of the sort. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that. So that is why we create that rule where the Great Bombard cannot be touched. But it also means that as the attackers, you can't use the Great Bombard to target units. Obviously, some things happen in overshots. It happens, but you can't, like, target units with it because it is literally only brought to take down a wall or a tower. The thing that sucks about that is that it's pretty pricey, you know what I mean? For one of these 4 attackers, which happened to be me on this one, that is quite a bit of money. I can't remember how much it is off the top of my head, but I think it's like 1,700 gold or something like that. Like, it's pretty pricey. So we're kind of just waiting for the walls to finish. We got 93 on one. One of these walls, no, that's just the tower kind of bleeding over a little bit. So it looks like we're going to take this wall right here. And so far, no other damage. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic there. Okay, so there's one wall off. Now, the hard part about this is while we're still waiting to do this, a lot of time gets wasted. Unfortunately, I do think that is one of the biggest reasons as to why I have always found that 7 out of 10 times if the defenders win an Attila match, it's by time. And it's because, hell, the attackers have to use, hell, I mean, 10, 12 minutes sometimes just to get into the walls. And that is a huge, huge amount of time. In Rome 2, I would say the average time to get through the walls, or like to breach the walls like this, is maybe 8. You know, in 4 minutes, that's a big difference, especially, depending on the settlement. Now, on this settlement, Dublin, the final cap point is right here in the center. We've got the Holy Roman Emperor General, the Grand Master's bodyguard from the Teutonic Order sitting back here. We also have a mortar from Austria, and then the other 2 generals are over here. We have Rudolf von Habsburg of Austria and Feldhauptmann of Switzerland. I always love the look of this mod, man. It's just phenomenal. Sorry, I didn't mean to rock the camera like that. Got a bunch of Swiss halberdiers. The Swiss have the best pole arms in the game, plain and simple. They are phenomenally good. But I apologize, I'm not going to be able to pronounce, like, 90% of the units on the battlefield today. Cumin Royal Guards from, this is Bulgaria? Yeah, I think this is Bulgaria. It's a ranged, so it's a medium, see what it says, medium hybrid shock cavalry. So it's a medium shock cav, but they carry bows. Then we mercenary Genoese crossbows moving forward. Now the nice thing for the defenders here, they do have a very, very large area that they can set up their archers, which is really handy. Very few times do the defenders get such a open area for archer setup. A lot of times they end up with a lot of houses in their way where they really can't set up a good layout of archers to kind of counteract the attacking archers. So they got a bit lucky on this settlement. They've got to look at the space on the upper or on the outer edge of this settlement. The huge area between the houses and the walls, which is really nice. So in the end, looks like we've got 2 walls down, and basically out of ammo. I've got a tiny, tiny little bit, it looks like, but I doubt I've got enough to take down another wall. Yeah. So a bit of a archer duel here between, what do we got? So we have the Swiss Pavis crossbows versus the mercenary Genoese crossbows. But now look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units of ranged up here for us attackers now, taking on 2 for the defenders. Now the nice thing is the Pavis crossbows do get these really, really large, beefy shields, which is going to assist with their, you know, absorbing some of that ammunition from the attackers. Honestly, so far, I'm kind of surprised they haven't lost a single one yet. Here's a lot of volleys coming in now. I kind of want to go in and turn off the projectile trails. I hate the projectile trails of Attila. They almost look like fire arrows. See how dark the projectile trail is? I hate it. Attila already kind of has an extremely dark tint to everything. You know, the game itself, Attila, you know, is kind of the, you know, Rome 2 is the golden age of Rome, right? So it's very bright and vibrant. Attila is kind of the downfall of Rome. So they made the game to be very dark and ominous. But, and I get that, but I hate it. I hate it. From what I understand, some of the mods, I believe Dauntless Days did brighten it up a little bit. I don't think that Attila or that 1212 did. It still looks pretty dark to me. It just, in my opinion, it's just way too dark. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's, and I tell you right now, it's not going to be as bad for you guys because I do some like color correction in like editing, so you know what you're going to see is a bit brighter than what I'm seeing. But unfortunately, that's kind of a base game thing. The mod itself just looks phenomenal. Okay, we got sergeants from Austria moving forward. We have another crossbow up, but I don't think it's in range to really do much. Okay, it's shooting over here at the Spatoi of Trebizond. If I remember correctly, these are a Javi unit. Yep, see the little blue bar? That means they have ammo. Which usually we have a rule on Javelin units. I think it's max 2, could be 3. I can't remember. It's been a little while. I might have to get the guys to play this here soon. I do apologize, just like what I said in yesterday's video. I am still kind of getting over being a little sick, so that's why my voice is just a little odd right now. We do have a little bit of Salia. We have dismounted Imperial Ritters on the outside, taking out some Tajik Levy from the Gurid Sultanate. Dismounted Ritters are honestly basically baby shock infantry. See, they're dual-wielding units. They have shields, but their shields are on their backs, so they will wield their great swords in. Well, it's not even a great sword, but they wield them in 2 hands. They're a pretty good shock, non-shock unit, I guess. Not quite as good as, you know, shock infantry, but you know, still pretty solid. The problem is for them is that they are pretty squishy. I brought my crossbows over to try, or I don't think these are crossbows, are they? Yeah, they are crossbows. To try and shoot at them, but we saw the cavalry moving over this direction. Looks like the Holy Roman Emperor is coming over here, and I was like, I don't like that. I do have cavalry near. I've got Hospitaller Knights. We have Cuman Royal Guards here. So it's not like my crossbows are completely unprotected, but I also got to be careful of the Pavis crossbows of Switzerland here. Our infantry taking a bit of a beating here. We got the Voivodes of Bulgaria, 87 kills. Levy Spearmen, only 15, but Spears, not very good. More Voivodes here from Bulgaria taking on Sergeants of Austria. Backing them up, looks like we got Pavy spears. Heavy spear infantry. More sergeants coming from Austria. Now, you can see we don't really put much over here because really our only avenue into this side of the settlement would be onto the walls. And then we would have to come all the way over here to this because you can't go down the tower or the places where the towers are destroyed, which is really stupid. It's really stupid that they destroy the towers like that. Least favorite Total War mechanic ever is that. It's absolutely ridiculous. Makes zero sense. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's one thing if you destroy it, right? We destroyed these towers. Okay, that's fair. What I mean is my least favorite mechanic is when you capture, or even, I believe it's even if you just neutralize a tower position. So let's say the gate, or let's say this, right? If you neutralize it, tower collapses. It's absolutely bonkers. Yeah, I went so far to say bonkers. You're right. You heard it here. Ellington Total War saying bonkers. The sergeants are putting up a stout defense here. Voivodes, 57 kills. Sergeants with 9, but that's a pretty fresh sergeant unit. I believe that the archer fight has literally done nothing. Oh man, guys. Oh man, they lost 2. With the amount of volleys we put into these crossbows, it's ridiculous. It's, you know, it's not even worth it, to be honest with you. Like, why shoot them? You know, you want to, like, push them away, but they could just stand there and take it, you know? Even if you are getting kills, it's the oddball one here and there after you put like 3 volleys into it. Really, the ammunition is probably better used into the infantry fight, which I think that Bulgaria has now traded over to doing that. Especially with them kind of peeking over the hillock here of the breach, you know, the Samlander swordsmen are pretty well exposed, and I think the crossbows are about to shoot them. Problem with these only 2 ways in is that, you know, it means it's a pretty big grind. We don't have a very good punch to get through here. Okay, so it looks like I am taking some of my infantry and pushing over to the left here. I've got 3 units of medium melee infantry pushing over to the left. Probably just to threaten, just to say, hey, look at me. Look, I might drop. Whoa. I doubt I'll actually drop. We have dismounted Austrian ritters over here. Now, these guys have pole arms. They've got axes there. Not pole arms, but you know what I mean. I think that's considered a pole arm. Pretty sure. If you have any medieval weapons experts, please let me know. I don't know if the Genoese crossbows are just kind of being a little wonky right now, but they are just kind of running around like crazy. More infantry moving up. Samlander swordsmen. A lot of Samlander swordsmen from the Teutonic Order. Bounce power is pretty well even. I'm pretty sure that the attackers started with a slight advantage. I think that's been whittled down a little bit. They still have a 700-man bonus. But honestly, for 12-12, that is not much. Now, look at this. Look at this. Okay. This looks like progress is being gained here. So we have 2 slightly beat up Afghan infantry and voivodes coming into the left-hand breach here. Left-hand from the attacker's perspective. Got some sergeants here kind of holding it, but the sergeants are pretty weak. They're 80 out of 160. Right now, you got to charge, voivodes. You got to get in there. You have a step. You got to step. You got to go. Oh, man. The sergeants of Austria kind of reforming there. Sam Lander swordsman coming in on the right-hand breach. Going up against the Afghan infantry again. Afghan infantry have some of the coolest colorations. The Kurid Sultanate as a whole, you know, has some of the coolest like colored units in the game. We have more voivodes in the back here, Afghan archers. Most of my army is sitting all the way back here, just honestly, nothing really to do. You know, where am I going to go? There's really only two ways in right now, and they're both being pretty well occupied by my allies. So right now, my main goal is to watch the flank, support with archer fire if I can. I do have my, you know, threatening strike coming over to the left. Once again, I don't know. I can't remember if I do anything with that, if I do drop or not. You can see the Austrian sergeants are getting up on the walls now. Just got to remember that if I drop over here, look at all these range units that would just blast me to pieces as soon as I got on that wall. So that's why I'm pretty sure I don't go there. Sergeant, 74 kills. Okay, we got a break. Okay, this is when you got to get around this unit. We have an opportunity to gain a foothold here. Okay. Oh, we don't have more troops moving. Oh. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Voivodes, come on. There you go. You got to lock down the Samlander swordsmen. Now, the problem is our two units that are here are very, very weak, so they're not going to last very long. So that's why these units got to get in fast. I think we made a big mistake here. We really don't have any of our infantry close by. Okay, so here comes some of mine. Vapnir, I probably butchered that. But a healthy unit coming in. But also our cavalry moving forward. We see red, okay? We see the opportunity to get into a kind of open area with some cavalry, but unfortunately it looks like that those gaps close just too fast. It's not even that they close too fast. We were too slow in getting things up here. So we do have a little bit of a foothold now, which is nice. That's good. We're using some of our units to try and just pin down some of these guys and keep this open. As you can see, more units pushing up, more infantry coming forward. Get some voivodes. They're going to take the ram to the gate here. But also, we've got the mortars firing now, right? He must have stopped, but I'm almost positive that was his mortars that were shooting over here. We do have trebuchets here, 132 kills, with a little bit of ammo. One of my units about to get surrounded, but some Rajputs coming in clutch here and just keeping that Samlander swordsman off of my Vepnir. Now, I'm pretty sure that I am outclassed in infantry here between some of these units. Yeah, because mine are medium melee and his are... Or no, his is medium melee too. Okay, never mind, never mind. At first I thought his said heavy melee. That's got to be theirs, right? I mean, it has to be. Yeah, it is. Okay, 11 kills so far. It's a risky shot. Risky shot. There is a big, glaring gap right down the middle. Samlander infantry do come back, but they're very, very weak. Very small. Got the Tsar bodyguard here, but it's a general. It's risky. Some of our cavalry kind of moving around. I think they were getting shot. Ritter Guard from Norway falling back. We do still have a little bit of a gap here. You can see these small units coming in to just try and kind of beef the line a little bit here. I guess gain some time. But, okay, so there is some more infantry moving up, but, I mean, they're pretty far back. Here comes some shock infantry. Oh, this is going to hurt! Dismounted Austrian Ritters hitting me from behind. I'm now pinned between Samlander swordsman and Austrian Ritters. 45 kills, 3 chevrons. I'm pretty sure they were chevroned when they came in, though. Samlander swords. A lot of Samlander swords, guys. A lot of them. My Vepnir, 31 kills and just getting annihilated. 80 out of 160. This one 39 kills with 127 men. But really, realistically, our main goal is to just hold the breach, hold the foot, you know, the stepping stone that we have gotten here, the foothold that we have. You can see the cavalry are finally coming in now. Lance Spetsat from Bulgaria charging in. They got a good charge there. 84 kills now. But now they're kind of in a little bit of a spot. So, yeah, okay. So we're going to switch here. My Vepnir going to come in and pin the Samlander swords so that the Lance Spetset can get out. Sorry, I'm butchering all of these words and names. The Rajput cavalry coming in and getting a solid charge there. 231 on the Rajput. Pretty good for those guys. Pretty good. That's my, oh gosh, what's the cartoon pig? That's all, folks. My brain's drawing a blank. Trebuchet trying to get some shots in here on this line here. If he can do some damage here, he might break it. And then look at that. All it is range. Hanseatic infantry and Pavis crossbows. Crossbows have done very well. 135 and 152. Our crossbows have not done super hot. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I failed. Vepnir, 121 kills now. The Austrian Ritter is 161, and they're still pretty healthy, 118 out of 140. But they do not look very interested in committing more units to this outer defense. That is what I am seeing. You know, you don't see more swords coming up. I mean, here's some shock infantry coming forward. I believe this is, okay, Teutonic Order, dismounted Ritterbirders. But realistically, I don't know if this is a good idea. There's a lot of archer power here sitting. And I bet you anything we're about to see all those ugly, yep, there it is. Yep. Now, they didn't take any out in the first volley. What about the next volley? Oh, Trebs! $158. Ooh. Decent. 162, 35. Nice. He's going in with them. 135 out of 140. And yeah, I don't know if this is what I would have done here. With all this archer power sitting on an ugly flank for you, I don't know that I'd be sending in, you know, my heavy shock infantry into this. Ow! Oh, God, it's painful. Even though it's my allies' artillery, it's still painful to watch. 17 kills on the dismounted Ritterbirders. Imperial Ritters going in over here. Austrian Ritters, 238 now. Gosh, shock infantry is so good, guys. It is, I mean, they're the best units, best infantry in the game. Plain and simple. When you're building your army as the, well, in this game, I was going to say as like the attackers, but it's literally just in this game. When you're building your army, you just, you pick your general, grab your best shock infantry, and you know what I mean? Like, those are the big things you number one things you grab, and then you build your army from there. Cavalry coming in now, Tsar's bodyguard, and we also have the war elephants coming in. Ooh, is this a little early, guys, for war elephants? I think it is. I think it's a little bit soon. If I was Bulgaria, I would get my general the hell out of there. Getting a good charge on some archers here, some Pavis crossbows, Vepnir taking, not really taking on, but kind of just blocking out the dismounted Ritterbirders. The general getting the hell out of there. Yeah, I just think this was a bit of a waste. 75 kills on the Ritterbirders, 25 kills on the other one. Now we're laying in our no, these are Afghan archers into the Hanseatic infantry, which is a medium crossbow unit. Still have pretty beefy shields, but nowhere near as big as the Pavis crossbows. Elephants going into the crossbows now. Elephants, 76 kills. Starting to lose some, but get good kills. Go, elephants, go! I think he's in our own men now. Very tired. Well, he has not gone crazy yet. Out of control, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. Crazy and out of control is the same thing. Now look at this. Look at this. On the other side, I am landing my infantry. Got handgunners here. And nothing else there. Got some crossbows. Now on the other side here, we got some sergeants that got up in the wall. They're going to try and stop these guys. Crossbows already firing up onto the wall. Handgunners desperately trying to get the hell out of there. I think he realized, oh shit. I mean, I think he's caught, but a big chunk of his unit is kind of getting out around it, so it's fine. He takes some damage, that's fine. But, here's the problem. Get back on the wall! Run! Spear napping. Charging my Vapnir, but most of my unit really didn't get down, and the bit that did, a lot of it got back up on the wall. So, it ended up being not super terribly bad. Okay, so we've got Spadtoi to Vasilios. Heavy melee infantry taking on dismounted Gawapanet, which is a heavy shock infantry. 100 kills and 86 kills. That's pretty good for a melee infantry unit. Nothing backing up the shock infantry. Interesting. Where is all the infantry here? What's our numbers here? 63 to 44. So we've got a... Ooh. Wow. A 1,900... No, 1,100 men difference, right? I don't know. I'm terrible at math. We have more men than they do. There you go. Crossbows up on the wall. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, that's a big whoops by the Teutonic Order. His unit is all strung out of here. Now, he's probably not going to lose it because there's a lot of it that's never really made it up here. But this stuff is stuck. Now, they are sending a dismounted Imperial Ritter up the hill to try and help it. That still hurts a lot. 126 out of 130. Okay, so we are basically in now. We've got some My Hospitaller Knights with their beautiful maroon coloring are going to charge down this way here up against some shock infantry. Unfortunately, kind of getting tied up by my own unit, but that's fine. It's fine. But the Hospitaller Knights just look phenomenal. So they take a little bit of damage there because, honestly, their charge just got really messed up. But here comes another... so this is a general. So this is the Khan of the Ghurid Sultanate. Or the Sultan. Was it the Ghurid Khanate? I don't freaking know. Because that doesn't make sense. But anyways, Austrian Ritters, unfortunately, getting really screwed up here. 60 out of 140 and only 11 kills. They really got kind of put out on the you know, on their own there. It's just one of those things, I don't think he really saw the cavalry coming as quickly as they did, and by the time they were there, it was just, you know, his unit was so far removed from any support. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That he just was, there was nothing he could do about it, you know. Austrian sergeants are probably going to get hit now, and they're pretty well out of position as well. You can see the units trying to get out of the way so that our cav can maybe get a good charge here. We also have units, look at this, that unit from over there is actually all the way over here now, taking on the medium shock cav from Austria. You can see all my range over there pushing to the far right. Look at those mortars coming in. But here comes the cavalry. Charge! Charge, men! Charge into battle! The Hospitaller Knights are, I believe, quite a bit better than the medium shock cav of Austria. And they're backed up by a general's command unit. 65 kills, Hospitallers 44 kills. 49 out of 70. The Austrian cavalry 58 out of 70. So they're doing pretty good, actually. Sergeants breaking here. But the big problem they've got is they have a heavy polearm infantry that's pretty well out of position here. You know, you have a spot right here that you can guard, but there's a huge gap around your flank where you are right now. And they're kind of pinned in by the Spatatoi here. So I think our cavalry should come over here and flank around it. We'll see what they do. Our handguns, I believe, shooting over at the polearms. We've got 19 kills, but a lot of those kills must have come on something else because the polearms really haven't... Okay, they're starting to take damage now, but not much. Crossbows have moved forward. They're shooting down at the crossbow, or the Hanseatic infantry at the bottom. But you also have the Hanseatic infantry to the left on the barricade. Got to be careful. We got a bastion cannon that's turned around, and I believe is shooting into this, and I'm just kind of getting hit by it.
Our men are breaking up.
It's Hanseatic infantry versus Hanseatic infantry. Got more Vepnir. Then my shock infantry, which is the dismounted Hospitallers. Now, big push happening over here. Polearms did get into a better formation now. Well, kind of. They're kind of out of formation right now, but they're in a better spot. And now they're taking them out of that position. Interesting. I'm not really sure why. We do have crossbows here. Okay, maybe that's why the crossbows getting shot, or shots on them. I'm taking my Hospitaller Knights back over to my side now.
The men are running. Stand and fight.
My Hanseatic infantry has taken a big beating here. Still have the crossbows from Holy Roman Empire, excuse me. I had a brain fart there. Well, my brain kept wanting to say Teutonic Order again, and you know what I mean. It's an easy mix-up between those two. They're very, very similar factions. Look at the pullback. Big pullback happening. Trying to finish some sergeants up on the wall on the far side here. Lots of crossbows. Now over on the right, we've got the Swiss general, handguns being chased by a medium spear unit. And now a push on the left here too. Crossbows have moved down. Cavalry coming down. The general, looks like Grand Master's bodyguard from the Teutonic Order, has come out of the center area. Got the pole arms holding the hill, but they're holding below the lip of it. Getting a charge on the spears.
Running, coward!
Spears are kind of out of formation. I don't really think I'm not a fan of having the Swiss general all by himself over here. You know, he didn't get a super great charge. I mean, 31 kills, but he also took damage there. You know, 18 men lost on that. But the handgun's getting a good shot off. Spears, honestly, don't really have an answer to that. Get your general out. Just run away. Get your handguns out, too, before a cavalry decides to come get you. Crossbows. I think I'm just getting straight-up shots at the Imperial Ritters.
Men are running! Stand and fight, damn you!
53 kills. Run away! Okay, run. Okay, run. Okay, run. Cav. Yes. Mm-hmm. Crossbows from the hill shooting the Ritters now. Ritters are out of position. Cavalry, no, go, go! Or shock infantry, that works too. Well, I think what I'm gonna do, shock infantry probably here, Cav probably here, maybe? No, Cav's just pulling back. Range, kind of getting caught out there. That's my fault. Now my shock infantry gets in on the halberdiers because the halberdiers were moving, not in the best position. But the shock infantry not doing so hot. Yeah, probably the right call there. Just get out of that. Counterattack. Dismounted Imperial Ritters, halberdiers, Hanseatic infantry, all pushing forward. We have the Teutonic, or the Holy Roman Empire, Holy Roman Emperor joining that attack, by the way.
The enemy general is dead!
General died. Whose general died? Swiss general, maybe? No way. Who died? Okay, Swiss. Austrian. It's got to be the Teutonic general, right? The Grand Master's bodyguard? Where was he? Yeah, it's got to be Teutonic general. I don't know where he was, but the Teutonic general is dead. D-E-D, dead. Ooh, here we go, cab move. Got the Trebizond heavy shot cav charging in on some Hanseatic infantry and dismounted Imperial Ritters. Polearm's gonna attack the hill, but why? Oh no! Cav gonna hit in the back. Go! Go, Hospitalos, you can get them! Turn around and charge back. He's gonna go over here. I think he's gonna go hit the polearms. Shock infantry in on the polearms. Polearms out of position. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep, halberdiers hit in the back and medium polearm infantry, which aren't as good as theirs, but it doesn't matter because now they're trapped. Crossbows are going to hit the Trebizond cavalry in the back, but I think that is worth it. Polearm infantry, 6 kills, and the polearms have broken. But here comes the the Holy Roman Emperor coming to get rid of the Trebizond cavalry. The polearms somehow getting out of that. But now we have 2 heavy shock infantry taking on Imperial Ritters. Crossbow infantry. I'm kind of surprised they're not shooting at the Holy Roman Emperor. Polearms reform. Polearms reform. Polearms reform. There you go. But now a bit of a crazy mess going on over here. On the right, not a whole lot going on other than a big range fight. We got a lot of ranged units. Afghan archers and Italican taking on the Livonian Order crossbows from the Teutonic Order. We still have the handguns over here. Handguns, 78 kills. Just really gonna, bully in the Scutatoy here. We have some dismounted Gawapnet from Switzerland here. But here we go, look at that. The counterattack, dismounted Imperial Ritter, heavy shock infantry charging in now. The dismounted Imperial Ritters over here are a bit surrounded. They're 61 out of 140. Sorry that my voice is getting a little bit worse. Like I said, I am getting over being sick, and it's a lot of talking. I forgot to grab a drink before I started, so my throat is getting drier as we speak. Which means that the couple moments that it goes silent for, a minute, not a minute, but for a few seconds, is usually me muting my mic so I can hack my lungs out. Not my lungs, but, get rid of the itch in my throat. 84 kills, 64 kills. Are they still fighting over here? Come on. 111 kills. Good Lord Almighty. Over here, it is such a gigantic mess. Holy Roman Emperor might be dead. Is he? No, he's still pretty healthy. No, not really healthy, I guess I should say, but looks like he is alive. Hospitaller Knights taking on dismounted Imperial Ritters, but now a surround happening. Vepnir taking on these guys with the polearm coming in behind, but my polearm getting shot by Hanseatic infantry from the Holy Roman Empire. Dismounted Imperial Ritters are pretty much surrounded. We got the shock infantry coming back in, though. Lot of missile fire coming in over here. Now these guys don't have very many kills. The Austrian Pavis crossbows. 111 on the Hanseatic infantry. We have pike infantry from Switzerland. Oop, cab move. It's the Austrian cav coming out of nowhere. Oh my god, look how many spears died to those stupid handgunners. 125 kills. But that cav getting into the crossbows now. It's probably not healthy enough that it's going to be able to kill very many here, but it definitely throws that off. I cannot believe this sergeant unit is still hanging on. Bounce power is shifting pretty heavily in the favor of the attackers at this point. This is still a gigantic mess. We did just take down, I believe, the Holy Roman Emperor. We also have the Tsar's bodyguard over here. A lot of heavy shock infantry going on. Taking on, we got a polearm, basically just trying to hold them back. And another polearm here. And then, look at this, cav coming in behind. They're probably going to take on the crossbows there. That damn Bastion cannon still has ammo. How many kills does he have? 75. Hospitaller Knights coming down, 109 kills. My general now getting a charge in on the Imperial Ritters. Oh, but look at this. I believe that is the Swiss general. No, it's the Austrian general. But he goes down. So what do we have left? I think it's just the Swiss general left. And now they are falling back to the final point, which is here. It means they have 3 points to guard. They have here, here, and here. And I hate to say they don't have a whole lot to hold it with. They're desperately trying to get these guys back. They're pretty out of position. And actually, I think they're in a lot of trouble. We have the Gorid general charging in on the Swiss general. But then We have the Trebizond general coming in behind, and they're going to take down the handguns. Oh! Ouch. There is a shock infantry here, but it's probably not going to be super helpful kind of in this lone spot like this. These two units, they desperately need them at the point. I hate to say, I think that we can probably call that the writing is on the wall at this point, that this one is probably going to be an attacker victory. But as admirably, the defenders are going to put up a fight here at the end. Pole arms just getting shot up by the crossbows. Well, actually, that's just the Afghan archers there. The Swiss general is gone. Handguns about to be gone. Shock infantry about to be gone. We have a pike, a polearm that's dying.
The tide of battle turns in our favor.
Oh, it's turning in our favor just right now? Right now it's turning in our favor? Interesting. You don't say. The pikes shattered. Gone. My general coming around to cut off some of these guys. It's gonna charge up here and hit the handguns. And all the archers. And all the pikes that are running away. Free kills. 89 kills. This is what we call padding stats, boys and girls.
Run from the enemy.
The poor pikes. I wasn't even targeting the pikes. The pikes just happened to be in the way when I charged for the handguns. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a GG. 161 kills. And there goes the armies of the defenders. All right, let's go look at some kills. All right, so starting off, we have Dave the Vassal as Bulgaria. Well, once it lets me click on it. I don't know why that's taken so long. All right, Dave the Vassal is Bulgaria. Voivodes 203. Pole arms 128. Shock cav 233. I don't think they get shock infantry, and I'm pretty sure that's why he brought so much cav. Tidirond as Trebizond, ending with the most troops left. Look at how healthy some of his Gudetoy and things were. 145 on one of his spears. Crossbows did relatively well. Cavalry 252, 231 on the Trebuchet, 159 on the General. Grey Wolf, the Gurid Sultanate, with 173 on the General. Elephants 278, 254 on the Cavalry, 213 on the Rajput Infantry, 255 on the Afghan Infantry. That's really good. Myself as the Kingdom of Norway, 246 on one of my Hospitallers. My General 178 with all those awesome kills at the end, obviously. 114 on the Hospitaller Knights. It's okay. One Chevron. It's not bad. Definitely wish I did better on that. And then my infantry, like 42 is not good. All right, for the defenders, an admirable defense here. Pozgwin as Swiss, the Canton of Swiss. We've got the crossbows did really well. Really, really good there. His infantry, unfortunately, just I think got kind of overpowered. 124 on his shock infantry is not bad. We have Black Knight of War as the Teutonic Order. Infantry did okay. 129 on one of the Samlanders. His shock infantry, I think, just were thrown in way too early and kind of wasted. Billy Blazes as the Duchy of Austria. Some of his sergeants did pretty solid. 251 on one of his Austrian Ritters. 201 on the General's pretty good. 169 on his other unit is good. Other cav unit, excuse me. 169 on the mortar. Nicely done. And finally, Dairy Farmer as the Holy Roman Empire. His crossbows were a pain in the ass. His shock infantry 120, his general 153, 217 on one of his Imperial Ritter infantry. Well, that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.